you can ask your question. You will be given an opportunity to ask your question. So please just note down your question and you ask your question at the end of today. So over to you, Mr. Gbalao. You're welcome, and we are so happy to have you on board. Over to you, sir.
All right, thank you. Please, can everybody hear me clearly? If you can, just give a raise hand sticker just to be sure. Okay, thank you very much. I can see responses. Thank you, Alfred, for the introduction. I think you've done most of it, but I'm just going to give a brief introduction of myself. So I'm Bola Akinla, and I currently live in London, UK. And like you said, I've been opportunity to work across various industries like banking, real estate, logistics, and currently I work in the healthcare sector. And across these various industries, I've also been opportunity to do a bit of different things. So I started with basic IT support. So if you're thinking of where am I going to start from, you're hearing from me now. I started with just basic IT support, which is hardware and all of that. And just across the years, I've been developing myself. So I got into networking also, CCNA and all that. And during that period also, I did UX and web design. And but most of that was just freelance, so just something to do at the side to have an idea about it. And currently, right now, I'm into local development and also into cloud infrastructure. So just to give you a bit of insight as to the fact that you don't always have to continue where you start. Tech is a career path where you can always grow, because I know a lot of people can be skeptical and scared of, oh, I don't know what to start with, I don't know where to go into. So it is something that is always evolving. So you can always jump ships, you can always move along the path. So that's just something for you to hold on to. So I believe that by the end of this what I call it training, no, not a training, just this chit chat. That's what I'll call it. At the end of this chat these days, some of you who are probably scared or skeptical of where to start from, or you don't really know where to begin, would be more informed, and then you'll be able to forge a career path for yourself. So thank you. Alfred, over to you.
Okay, I'm here. What do you want me to do, please?
So okay, let's just run the slide, then we'll just get started then. So
Yes,
I
we
don't
should
know if
just
you
get
have any
started.
other thing to say
No.
before
That's
I
all.
get
That's all,
started.
please. That's all. Like, if you
Okay.
have any question, please just note your question, and you can use the chat section to ask your question, please. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, no
All right,
problem.
no problem. I'm just going to share my screen, so just run through the slide we have here. So if you have questions, you could just drop it in the chat, or you could also just note it at the side, and we'll treat it as we go by. Uh, so I don't know if you guys can see my screen. All right. So can you see my screen, please? I don't know if can I get responses, please?
Yes, we can see
Yes,
you.
you can see your screen.
All right,
You can
thank
see.
you. All right, thank you. So I'm just going to start with a brief introduction as to what we would consider tech to be, because one thing is some of you might surprisingly already be into tech, and you might not know. You might feel like, oh, because I'm not writing codes, I'm not writing all those green colored and red colored things that I
Sorry,
see on
I'm
some.
so I'm so
Yeah,
sorry to inter. I'm so sorry to
yeah.
interrupt. What I
All
can
right.
see is click to exit full screen. I can't see the slide that you're sharing. I don't know if it is my
Okay.
screen. Okay, okay, it's coming up now. It is up now. I think maybe it's my
Okay.
network. Over to you, please.
Okay. So you can see it now. Is it just to confirm you can see that now?
It's still writing click to exit full screen, but I don't know.
Is that
Is
the same
this
with
the
every other
same?
person? I don't know.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
It's
yes,
going
yes, yes.
on. It's going on and on.
Click to exit full screen.
Okay, just give me a minute to just regulate that.
Back fully. That's it.
So while he's working on that, I would like others to just introduce themselves. You can use the chat section to just introduce yourself, your name, your current location, yeah, and if you're in tech or you're not in tech, why is trying to fit that. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, please.
Okay. Okay. Is that all right now? I think that's fine now. Sorry, please. I would like this to be a little bit interactive, so I would sometimes want feedback from you just to know that I have people that are listening to me. So, is the slide um all right now? Is it working fine now? Hello.
Yes, it is working fine now.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just going to get started. So, like I said earlier, we're just going to have a brief talk about what tech is because a few of you could already be in tech and you would feel like because you're not writing codes, you're not shipping out applications, you feel like you're not in tech. So, what exactly is tech? So, from what we have here, it says tech refers to use of tools, systems, and innovations to solve problems, improve lives, and make work easier or faster. And basically, that's just what it is. So, is there anything, any particular tool, any particular piece of software, anything that just makes life easier and faster is tech. So whether just that we have different people at different levels of tech. So we have people that are basically administrators, we have people that are probably developers, and we have people that are experts in them. So you could find yourself at different levels of what tech is. And so just trying to put that out there. And also, yes, tech powers almost everything around us, and that's true. So you have applications like WhatsApp, TikTok, online shopping platform, banking apps, and everything. They run basically on tech. And I'm sure some of us could imagine a few years ago where if you needed to do anything in your bank, you would have to walk into the bank and have to join long queues and all that. But that's much more better these days because you have your banking app with you and you basically can do anything you want to do with that. So in the world of tech or where's tech used? So we basically have different aspects of tech where I will explain to you. So there's the hardware part, there's a software part, and there is also the data part. So basically, hardware part is anything that makes the whole tech function. So your PC, your desktop, the servers, and everything that house the entire operations is the hardware part. And the software part is what actually runs on the hardware. So take for example, you have a PC, your PC is fine, it's charged, but you try to switch it on and then nothing loads on it, probably because there's not an operating system on that. So even if you have a piece of hardware, if there's no software running on it, then you basically cannot do anything. That's one. Now, also imagine you get a new PC, there's an operating system on it, but you don't have programs like Microsoft Word, your Mozilla, your Chrome installed on it. Imagine how that PC would look like. You basically not be able to do anything on that PC. And that's where the software aspect comes in. And that is one aspect that has opened up a lot of roles in tech these days because there are now different people shipping out softwares these days to handle different needs in tech. And then also there's the data aspect, which currently now is trending. That's the issue now. That's what's popping right now because every organization, one way or the other, needs data to work. So I'll give an example. You're running a basic how will I put it? You're running a basic business on your WhatsApp, or not, let's even say you post pictures of your business on your WhatsApp every day, right? Now imagine there was no feature on WhatsApp where you could scroll up to see the number of people actually watching your status. How would you actually know how many people that particular picture you've posted is reaching out to? So that's the place of data in our world now. People need to be able to evaluate data. Data is simply processed information. People need to be able to evaluate data for them to make processed decisions. So data makes you gives you the ability to make informed decisions. Without data, you basically cannot move forward or make decisions. And because of where tech is right now, where there's the hardware, the software, and the data aspect, a lot of things are now moving from on-premises to cloud. So on-premises simply means that before, a lot of people had to save files on flash drives. So if you needed to get your file to somewhere else, you save it on your flash drive, you hang it around your neck, and you move it around. But these days, you can easily save your files to OneDrive, Google Drive, or any of these applications. And that's basically cloud, whereby things can be easily moved around. There are a lot of computers that are networked together across the cloud. And because of that, people can easily move things around. Due to the advent of cloud, the need for security has now increased. And that is why a role like cybersecurity has come in and is now all over the place also. I'm just trying to tell you a brief of the top aspect of tech we have these days and the need for people like that in those professions. So I've talked about data analysis, and I'm just trying to explain cybersecurity. So for the need for all this information in the cloud to be processed or to be protected, that's why cybersecurity is there. Lately, I'm sure everybody here has probably heard one way or the other that a particular organization was breached, something happened. Imagine your banking system was breached and all your ATM card pins and everything was leaked out. Imagine what will happen, the havoc it will cause. So that's that's why the rules like cybersecurity are in place. And then there's the digital marketing. Digital marketing is just marketing but digitally. So these softwares are out there. Some people need to push them out there. Some people need to talk about it. Some people need to spread the word for people to hear about it. And that's just digital marketing. And there's business analysis. Business analysis, just as the name comes about, it basically analyzing your business. And that analyzing business is just helping companies improve their processes. I'll give you a brief example. So when WhatsApp started, we had just WhatsApp. But right now we have WhatsApp business. And if there's anybody here that does business, you would really understand why you need to use WhatsApp business different from why you have to use WhatsApp. Because with WhatsApp business, you can easily put your catalog together. You could upload several things that could make someone actually come to your page on WhatsApp and see your businesses, right? Now, there's now also a feature there, which that feature was not there at the start. A feature whereby even if you're not available on your WhatsApp, you could set automated messages whereby if somebody sends you a message, there's an automatic reply to the person. Oh, welcome to so shop. We'll get back to you within seconds. That was not there at the start. And this is something business analysts do. So what business analysts guys do is to try to turn problems into technical solutions. So they look at the problems of people. People have complained that, a lot of time they are not available on their business and they need to get responses back to their customers on time. Business analysts will sit down together, check through your business, what are the problems you're facing. What technical solution can we get to be able to give solutions to that problem? And that's where they come in. And then we have virtual assistants. It's just we're in a world of remotes, just trying to support things remotely. And that's just it. So why tech matters? I think from everything I've explained, you really be able to understand why tech matters in the aspect of data security and all those things. You would see the need for tech these days. And also it's creating millions of jobs, it's creating millions of opportunity whereby someone could be at home and work remotely. People are in Nigeria and working in US, working in different countries. And that's one aspect of tech. Also, it's flexible for you. So you could basically live your life and still work in tech. So a lot of times you just see people on their PC all the time. Even these days, some on just their phones, on their tablets, and they're actually working. So that's one improvement tech has brought to our life. And there's just one notion here that I would probably like to correct. I know a lot of people know about it. Just to reiterate it, and it is the fact that you don't need to write codes to be in tech. You don't have to be someone that writes code to call yourself somebody in tech. There are a lot of aspects in tech that does not involve writing code. As we go along, you start to see opportunities like that. So just look at what I said. Tech is not for coders; it's for problem solvers, creative minds, organizers, and communicators too. So how can I get into tech? My story. So I'm just going to give you a brief of my story. So I grew up in Nigeria, just like every Nigerian home. My mom wanted me to be a doctor, just like most everybody, because she wanted to be called Mama Doctor, like everybody here, but most people I would say. So while growing up, I realized that in school, I did not like anything sciences. So I was in science class, but biology and chemistry were headaches to me. Not like I didn't know them, but I just did not like going into them, especially biology. It was just too much of notes and too much of diagrams for my thing like that. What I liked were things that to me were more practical. So mathematics, further mathematics, and a little bit of physics. I just wanted to do calculations. I just wanted to calculate. And then in Nigeria, it was either, oh, you wanted to be a doctor or to be an engineer. So it was, you didn't like sciences, right? What's the next opportunity for you? Or go be an engineer. And that was the plan. And that time it was a period where telecoms was growing in Nigeria. So there was MTN, Glow, Airtel, everybody were coming and they were like, oh, there's money in engineering, there's money in telecom. So the plan was to go study telecoms engineering. So I had my bachelor's degree in telecoms engineering. But along the time while doing telecoms engineering, we had there were some of the courses we did there that, especially the networking aspect, and those courses blew my mind because those courses explained to you how people made phone calls, how you could communicate, how you could be in Nigeria and make a phone call to somebody outside the country or far from you, and all those things communicate, how computers could communicate, how the internet actually came to be, how you could open up your PC and type in a website there, a website that probably sits in a server in Europe, and you get access to it in milliseconds. It just opened up my world to how the old internet was networked. And then I knew that, okay, I wanted to be in tech. I didn't want to do the engineering part again. I just wanted to do the networking part, the communication part, the tech part. And it was at that point that I knew, okay, oh, this is what I wanted to do. And so from then I pursued it. But I started from the very basics, and it was IT support. So from then, I remember during school, we were supposed to have internship. I think it was internship. So I, instead of going for internship, I enrolled in a diploma course in hardware engineering then, and I learned how to fix computers, install operating systems, and there, the like, and all that. So I completed school and went for service. And after that, I just, like everybody, started applying for jobs. But I tried to build up myself then. Also, during service, I enrolled in a networking course, and that was when I did my CCNA. CCNA is just about, it's a Cisco networking certification where you're just taught how to connect the internet, so routers, switches, and every other thing came to be. And after that, when I finished, I got a job in the bank as an IT support person, and that was what I started with basically. And I was just doing IT support, networking aspect, and a bit of that. But while I was there, the world was moving fast in my eyes. So the kind of work I was doing, I needed to come into work every day. I needed to be at my desk, and I had already seen people start to work from home. People started to do that, and I felt like I really wanted to do something different. I didn't want to just to be drawn into the world of coming into work, lifting CPUs, connecting every day. So I wanted to do something that could give me more flexibility. And mind you, at that time, I was very, very terrified of writing codes because right from my BSc days, I did some courses in Java and C++, and my lecturers were terrible. We were literally writing codes on paper then, so I hated anything programming or coding. So I ran away from anything software development and all that. So I was just looking for something safe for me, but a bit flexible. And that was when I started doing UX design. So I started to design interfaces for mobile apps, for websites, for web apps, and all of that. And it was something I enjoyed a little bit, but I still felt like I needed more, like I wanted to do more. So it wasn't just because I just loved solving problems. So it wasn't just about designing interfaces for me. I wanted to start developing those interfaces. So I designed the interfaces and I hand it over to somebody. But I really wanted to get to the end of those aspects of development. And that was why I got into low code development. So just to understand to you, so low code development is development using codes, but very, very little codes. So an example could be WordPress. So if you're developing a website with WordPress, you just drag and drop, right? But if you want more functionalities, if you want it to work perfectly to an extra level, you need to write a bit of Python, a bit of PHP codes and all of that. So just low code is development, but a little bit of code. So just along the line, I kept trying to develop and looking for opportunities to develop myself, and that's where I am right now. I'm still even looking for ways to develop myself because development does not stop. But right now, I'm just into low code development using the Microsoft Power Platform and also into cloud infrastructure with Azure. And that's just me basically. And along the line, I moved to the UK to do my master's. And during my master's, I'd already had before I even came for masters. So I had people I'd worked with back in Nigeria that moved before me, and they used to always tell me, "Guy, come here. There are opportunities for you here. Come here." Even back in Nigeria, people I worked with, they're like, "Guy, you should not be here. Move and all of that." I even had a friend that moved here then, where she was working. She would have problems at work with her PCs, and she would call me in Nigeria, and I would remote to her PC and just help her work it out. So she kept saying, "You need to come here. The opportunities and all of that." So, cut the long story short, I came in here to do my master's. And the first friend I met when I came in here gave me a bit of shocker. So, this might be for some of you that are probably trying to move to the UK or in the UK. Give me a bit of shocker. I think it was like, oh, and I was like, guy, I need to do school when I'm done, get a job in tech. And I was like, guy, forget that, those tech opportunities are not here. Everybody's doing care and all of that. No issues with people doing care, please. It's a fantastic job because at the end of the day, somebody needs to take care of people. But everybody just has what they want to do at the end of the day. So, like, there's no opportunity. When you finish, that's the only job that I kept saying to myself, nah, this is not what I want to do. So, what I did is, along the line, I didn't have to wait till I graduated before trying to source for a job. Even though as a student you could only do 20 hours, I kept applying for even full-time jobs just to test the market, just to see what was happening. How is my CV looking? What's come to us? You call me for interviews, I will attend and say, oh, what visa are you on? I'm a student visa. They're like, oh, sorry, you can't do full-time. Oh, sorry, bye. But at that time I knew that okay, I was getting responses. I knew that something was forthcoming. And I knew that okay, when I finished school, there will be opportunities there for me. So it just got me prepared as to how the market was looking like. And thank God when I finished, I was able to get a job. And that's where I currently am now. So I think that's just a brief of my story there for you guys. UK Tech Career Trends and Insights. So this I would want it to be a bit of practical. I just don't want to show you guys insights just from slide. I'm just going to show you something very simple that is much more practical from here. So if you also have your mobile phone with you, if it's possible for you to do that, I would want you to also do that on your phone. I'm going to just open LinkedIn right here. Yeah? If you have your phone also with you or your LinkedIn, you could try it out. So please, can I just get feedbacks and stickers to show that people are like, I'm getting people that are listening to me, please. All right, thank you. Thank you. More people, please. I think we're about 11 here. All right, thank you. So I'm just going to, okay, so I already have a set of business analysts here. So I'm just going to run a search in business analyst here, right? And then I'm just going to change the search, the country to Nigeria. Now, let's start from here. Date posted. I'm going to move that date posted to past month. What do we have here? It says 13 results. So that means in the past 1 month, there've been 13 jobs in business analysis posted on LinkedIn. Now we are not running with other job boards. There are other job boards people use, but LinkedIn is quite popular. So let's run with LinkedIn. So there are 13 jobs have been posted in 1 month. In the past 1 week, in business analysis, there have been 9 jobs posted in Nigeria. And in the past 24 hours, there's been 1 job posted. Now let's flip that a bit. Let's check out United Kingdom. In United Kingdom, in the past 1 month, there has been 807 jobs posted in business analysis. In the past 1 week, there's been 334 jobs posted in business analysis. And in the past 24 hours, 47 jobs. So that means from yesterday, what's time now? 3:38. From yesterday, 3:38 till now, they've posted 47 business analysis jobs in the UK. So that just shows you the trajectory of jobs that are available based on country. In 24 hours in Nigeria, they had 1 job posted. In the UK, had 47 jobs. I would have loved to say to the US, but we are trying to limit to UK here. If I open the US for you, I would not be surprised in the past 24 hours, you'll have up to 1,000 or 700 jobs posted. That's because of their size. We know the size of US of the country. So this is just explaining to you the trends that the trend as to which IT is growing, trend whereby they are needing people. So, okay, let's flip it a bit. Let's try cybersecurity. And this is in the UK. And then in the past 1 month, 9,000 jobs. In the past 1 week, 3,000 jobs. And in the past 24 hours, 1,000 jobs posted in cybersecurity. Now, if you knew when I was giving a bit of introduction as to the aspects we have in tech, I told you that all the hardware, software, and data part of tech needs to be protected. There need to be people protecting them. And that's why there's the high demand for cybersecurity specialists, because people need people to protect these systems that have been put in place. So that is that for the trend. Why I wanted to show you guys that is because I just didn't want to go through these. It's a thing to show you graphs to tell you that in the past since 2020 something, there's been this number, but it's also a thing to just show you live directly, and that's what I've done now, to show you exactly what, and I'm sure that will give you a bit of insight as the opportunities that are available out there for you. So how do you start a career, basically? How do you start? Let me just take a brief here and just go through the charts to see if there's probably any question or if there's anyone that has anything to ask. If you have any question based on what's been said now, you could basically ask now before we move on, but there's nobody. I think we'll just continue with that. So, finding your niche. A lot of people come to me most times, "Hi, Igbola, I want to get into tech. What do you think I can do?" And I tell them, frankly, sincerely, I don't know what you can do because I know you. I am not somebody to tell you to pick a tech path, career path based on what a lot of other people are doing or based on the financial aspect of it. And don't get me wrong, the money is important. If you are doing any work in this life, you need the money. So the finance. So see, it is valid to go into a tech aspect because of the money. Very, very valid. But at the same time, what I tell people is you need to look inward. You need to look into yourself as a person. What do you enjoy doing? And just read on the various aspects of tech and see what you actually enjoy doing. Which one do you think resonates with you, and get into it. So what tech area is IT? So cybersecurity. So are you somebody that just likes poke nosing, looking for what is not there? Something is hidden. There's nobody that can keep something in your house and you will not find it. When they want to keep something from you in the house, they need to go and hide it because you know every nook and cranny. You're always looking for something that is not there. You pick up somebody's PC. You know, some people try to hide very important documents. They open folders and hide it. But if they give you that PC, you will find it out. Are you the kind of girlfriend that if you pick up your guy's phone, you would find out all the chats, all of that? You very good at proposing. Cybersecurity is something for you because cybersecurity at the end of the day is not all about sitting down and waiting for threats. It is always continuously testing to see loopholes. Are there open ports? Are there opportunities for people to get into our system? Which port is this? What's happened today? Daily report. You're checking your Defender dashboard, looking for daily reporters to see what's happened, which of our softwares are not updated, what is outdated here. Is there a new release? Is there a new patch? Is there a new update I need to update and all of that? So it's always continuously going back and forth to see what's there and not there. UI UX. So UI UX is all about building beautiful interfaces and building user experience. So there are sometimes you open some applications and it's just terrible. You don't know what to do next. How can I open an account? You're confused. You're looking for the sign up button. You're looking for this sign in button. You open some bank apps. It's terrible. You don't know where things are located. Your money, the font of the money is small. The font of the send is big. Everything is just scattered. You try to look through your transactions. You don't even understand how it works about. That's because the UX and the UI is bad. So are you somebody that likes to put things in order? You like to make things arranged. You like to make things look beautiful. If they come to your house, if they come to your table, you set things up, everything is very arranged, put in order. Imagine bringing skill sets, some natural skill set into UI UX. Your applications will look so good because you'd always have eye for details. You'd always see something that you want to put into order, something you want to arrange here or there. And data analysis is just all about analyzing data. So have you always loved mathematics from way back? Have you always loved calculations? Are you somebody that did not run from statistics back in school? You liked to do some average and all of that. You would do a lot of that in data analysis. So just looking into what kind of person you are, looking into your kind of person, briefly just gives you an insight as to what kind of area in tech you would go into. And just like they said, your skills, what are your strengths, coding, writing, just to let you know, there's a aspect of tech called technical writing. So you love to write. You could come into tech as a technical writer because some people just want to develop and ship out softwares. It is left for you as a technical writer to be able to write what that application would do, what that software can do in a layman's language. Because a developer or somebody or an expert does not care about your language. All they do is do things in technical aspects. So, but as a technical writer, you understand the technical language, you understand a normal human's language. So you're able to translate it into normal people's language and write. So do you enjoy writing? You can make a living out of that technical writing and all of that. So basically, you just really need to look inward to yourself and feel like, what can I do and how can I match that my natural skills to an aspect in tech? And then after you've been able to match that natural aspect, then now look into the financial aspect. Because whether we like it or not, there are some areas in tech that will give you more money than some other areas. So, but one thing you should understand is you don't want to get into tech today and feel like, oh, I know guys that are earning 100K yearly. I know people that are earning 80K yearly. You don't want to start today and start aiming for that. You need to go along the ladder gradually, because I need to tell you, it's not an easy journey. So don't just look at people doing it and feel like, oh, they're living life. It is not an easy journey. You would have to start and grow slowly along the way and work yourself up there. But one thing you need to know is that with hard work, determination, consistency is very, very, very possible. So that's that one. All right. So this is just a bit of exploring the tech ecosystem. So These are the available fields basically. So people that deal with data, there are various aspects of people that deal with data, the people in data analysis, and now there are several tools. You could be good with SQL, you could know how to use Tableau, you know how to use Python, you know how to use Power BI and all of that. And then there's the development aspect. There are people that sit in front, the front end guys. They have people that are the back end guys. There's the DevOps, which is all about shipping out softwares and deploying. There are the mobile developers and all of that. And local development also comes under this. On cybersecurity, you have the ethical hackers, compliance, KYC, network security, risk analysis, and all of that. Wide aspect, and that's one thing. You could go into a tech aspect today. Let's say, through cybersecurity, for example, you could have carve out your own niche out of it. So I just wanted to deal with some compliance. Okay, let me give you a brief example. There's someone at my workplace. Our work is information governance. And what does an information governance person do? It's just to write out things that you should not do. Please, when you stand up from your desk, make sure you lock your laptop. Bam. Do not share your password with somebody else. Do that. That's a job. Because you're analyzing the risks that are available. What are the available opportunities for people to get into our system? And then you're writing it out for people just to monitor it. So you're working around, making sure people are not sharing passwords, making sure people are not opening up their systems. It's a job, sincerely. Yeah. As it sounds simple as that, that's a job. So there are various aspects. You don't always have to be scared as to, oh, this guy, I know a guy is in tech, he does not stand up from his laptop for 4 days. No, I cannot do that. You can carve out your own niche. So if you are, for example, going into cybersecurity, you don't have to be all about all cybersecurity. There are people that are experts in financial security. There are people that are experts in network security. Different aspects. So you just have to choose the one that works for you and you go in that line. And then there's a product, there's product management, there's the UI experts, there's growth hacking and all of that. So, and there's marketing, there's SEO, there's paid analysis, there's content tech, and there's also a particular aspect in marketing. Those guys are called tech sales. Those people have money. Because I'll give you an example. You've hired developers, you've hired front-end guys, you've hired designers, they've developed the best application, they've developed the best software. It's good, it's lovely. But you need to get people to use it. So how do you sell it out to your people? How do you sell it out to people to use? These days we have something we call SAS, software as a service. So an example of software as a service would be some of us in places we work, we have some of all these HR softwares. So things like Monday.com, ClickUp, and all of that. Software that basically you pay subscription on. So you pay monthly subscription to use them. Anything you basically pay subscription to use the software as a service because you don't own that software. The day you stop paying subscription, right? They take it off from you. So they are giving you that software as a service, just offering it to you as a service. So people need to go about selling those softwares to companies and saying these are softwares the best. So imagine, do you know how many people have built softwares? So how are you be able to get your software out to that particular people that so this is also an aspect. If you like talking, if you know you can convince people to use something, you can sell anything to people. Tech sales is an aspect for you. You can take those software you need to get. This software is the best. This, that, and people get onboarded on it. Man, you are in for big. So those are different aspects of tech that people need to know that tech is very, very wide. You don't need to have green and red codes on your system to make you a tech person. So then we have the support. Something as simple as tech support. There are people doing it. QA testing. In short, customer success. See, I know someone in this country that works as a customer success manager. She works fully remotely from home. She works with a company here in the UK and she's being paid well. Now, people might be wondering, how is customer service? Is that not customer representative? How are they how is customer success in tech? Yes, because there's also support. People are using your software. So, for example, the software as a service, people are using it, but Sometimes people have issues with it. They will need somebody to talk to us to. I have an issue with this software I'm using. How can I fix this? Those guys are the people that will be able to understand your problem. So imagine you as a customer rep. People are complaining about a software to you, but you really don't understand how that software works. How would you be able to provide solutions to them? How would you be able to relate that solution to the necessary company? So, for example, in my workplace now, so for example, I have issues with our server storage. I call HP or I call Dell. The customer support or customer success is the person that picks it up. And I tell them this is the problem I'm facing and all of that. So they are now the one that understands your problem and they will route it to the particular department. So you also, as a customer success person, the tech aspect comes in because you actually need to understand technical languages of what people are talking about. So you could presently already even be in customer support already. It's an easy transition for you to just go into the customer success of tech. So these are things that you know that you don't have to change your life as a whole. You don't need to push up everything you're doing currently and start from this beginning. You can just easily move in that direction to go to what you're doing and get into that. So that is that. Evaluate market demand, and I think this is also something that I did earlier. So if you remember what I just did earlier now, when I opened LinkedIn and I searched business analysis and I searched cybersecurity, because the difference between the demand for both of them. So you can always, so if you're also looking for a niche to get into, apart from following something in your career path, apart from looking at the financial aspect, you can also evaluate market demand. Because at the end of the day, you need to get a job. You cannot just get your skill and know it for yourself. You need to get a job out there. So you need to go into the markets, use these platforms like LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Upwork, and Indeed to search for job openings to see how many jobs are available in this field, how much are they paying, what are people doing in this field, and all of that. So continuously doing that makes you understand, okay, yeah, there are jobs in these aspects I can go into, basically. And then you get practical exposure. So now you've thought about what I can do. You've looked at the financial gains. You've looked at the market demand, and then you've decided, oh, business analysis is what I want to do. How then do you get started? You need to start from somewhere. So you could take free or low-cost courses. So the most recommended platforms are Coursera, Udemy, and then obviously the company sponsoring this talk today, EvolveHQ, they offer not only good trainings but also practical trainings, and also you get to have mentorship during those trainings. And once you're done, they are releasing you into the job market, very very ready for the job. So there's something I need to about this I need to chip in. So there are basically two different kind of people. There are people that are good on their own, self-paced, and there are people that they need people to push them. So one way or the other, I don't know if there's probably any traditional worship on this space today. So I would assume we are probably either Christians, Muslims, Hindu, and some of all those. So you are not a, how will I put that word? You're not you're Christian, yeah, you're Muslim, but you're not deep into it. So you're trying to get deep into it. As a Muslim, you don't pray 5 times a day. As a Christian, you hardly go to church. You hardly read your Bible and all of that. And you want to get started into it. There are people that they can make a decision and say, oh, as from today, I'll be praying 5 times a day. And they would stick to it. Those are people that you should know that you can go to YouTube, to Sarah Udemy, and take self-placed free courses on your own, because you know that naturally as a person you're a determined person and you need no one to push you. But then there are people that they've made a decision, I'll pray 5 times a day, I'll read my Bible every morning. They do the first, the second day, and that is it. But if they have a friend that they've made that decision together, like, oh, John, please call me every morning to read my Bible. Oh, so person, call me every time to pray 5 times a day. So now they have somebody pushing them, right? You have somebody pushing them. Then you join a church, or you join a mosque. You get close to the pastor, you get close to the imam. The imam is calling you up. The pastor is calling you up. You're going to church regularly. You're keeping up with the faith. And those are the people that courses are good for. So courses like with EvolveHQ, you need to enroll in a body that would push you. You need to get somebody to tell you we have classes every Saturday. You need to get someone to tell you, oh, this is your take home, this is your project. You have a group, go and do those projects with you. You need to submit it and all that. You need people to push you. You need feedback from them. And then you need mentorship, which is where the pastor imam calls in to call you. How's your week been? How have you done this week? What's that? And that is what Evolve would be able to offer you. You would have mentors. You don't have people that just train you and push you into the job market. People to keep up, people you can come back with personal questions. Oh, I'm having a bit of mistake here. I don't know what to do here. So people that are coming back to you that they can easily put you in the right direction. People that are ready to help you work on your CV, people that are ready to help you work on your social media accounts, just to keep you ready for the job market. So as a person, you need to know what kind of person are you. Am I somebody that I can push myself? Or am I somebody that needs to be in a place where I need to be pushed? So that would help you choose the kind of courses you go for when deciding. Another is join an online community. I really need to overemphasize the need for communities or forums. WhatsApp, Twitter, Discord, Telegram, LinkedIn communities. So take it this way. As a guy, you like to hang out a lot. You like to go out to drink on Fridays. You like to enjoy life, but you don't have any other friend that likes to do that. All your other friends at weekends, they just go on. You would be able to know that it would get to a particular time you get tired of trying to go out alone because there's no group around you. But if you had 4 or 5 friends that like to drink like you, that like to go out like you, that like to go out to places, every Friday everybody's ready. After work they go because you're not a group. There's somebody you can look to, somebody that's ready to go with you. You would stick to it. Every Friday you would not miss it. And that's just the same thing with tech communities. If among your group of friends you're the only person, now I'm not saying change friends. You don't even need to be friends with people in the community, but you just need to be in a group of place where you have somebody you can talk to. So you've gotten into business analysis, you've gotten into cyber security, and you faced problems. You need to be in a community where there are people that are experts, people that have had 5, 7, 10 years of experience in that field, that would be within your community that you can talk to. I just got a job and this is the first task I'm giving. I'm having issues. People that will be able to tell you real life experiences. Oh, I've faced this in my job before. This is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. That, do that, do that, do that, do that, and all of that. So that is the real opportunity that's the real need for communities. And besides that, it helps breed networking. Networking is one of the best ways to get a job because somebody can vouch for you, somebody can talk for you. And the best place to make those kind of networks are within communities. So when you've decided the kind of niche you want to get and you start taking the course, please always join communities. Look for the best communities around you, attend their meetings, attend their programs, and don't just be silent in the group. Get acquainted, read messages, ask questions, get around people, let somebody know that you're here, and through that way you would also be pushed because there's some certain times when people come into the community and share their own success stories. Oh, thank God, I just got a job. And you're like, oh, really? Another person comes, I just got a job. You would also be motivated that, oh, people are doing it in this community. I can also do it. But you don't have, you're in cybersecurity, you don't even have any other person in cyber, or you don't even have any other friend in tech. You don't have any other person in tech that you can talk to. You would easily get discouraged because it's like, you don't even have anybody to relate to. You don't have anybody to share success stories. So you don't even know how it's going. You get really tired of it. So please always try to be within a community. It's always very important. Me, for example, within Power Platform and within the Microsoft community online. So I go to the Microsoft community online. I drop questions on my LinkedIn. I'm much connected to most Microsoft MVPs. I ask them questions. And funny thing is, you would find out that experts in this tech fields, especially the foreigners, are always very nice. You send them connections on LinkedIn, they reply immediately. You always want to help. Even without asking questions, you find out that if you connect with the right people on their LinkedIn every day, they are posting new things, they are posting problems, they are posting solutions. So if you are scrolling through your LinkedIn, what you'll be finding is solutions. And you'll just be saving them. My LinkedIn every day, I'm saving things. Like, oh, I really sort this out today. funny enough, I've not even faced such problems before, but you see it. So this is possible. You save it. And so that way you get to connect, you ask them questions. They're nice to reply you and all that. And it just helps you get better. Even people, when they ask questions within Microsoft Community, sometimes I help leave responses there if I have faced such issue. So that's just the way people rub on each other, you learn from each other. And also try small projects on internship. The best way to get an experience, because I know some of the questions people get to tech will ask is nobody wants to give an entry level guy a job. You need to get experience and all of that. One of the best ways to try internship and try small projects. Jump on it. There are some of your friends that want to build stuff. There are some of your friends that want to ship out stuff. There are some of your friends that want to do startup. They don't have money. Even within your current organization where you work, you're a customer service person, but you're trying to do business analysis. You've noticed the problem within your organization, business. Offer the solution. Tell them this, we can do this to do this. You've already translated problems into technical solutions to them. So get into real life things. See it live problem. Because when you go into interviews, it is those questions they would ask you, scenarios. Tell me a time you've done this, what this happened? It is those things you've done or those things you've experienced that would give you experiences to say. So for example now, before I moved to the UK, I'd never led a team before. I'd never been a manager. But I had a manager that we used to have meetings, stand-ups every week. And he used to delegate tasks to me. So Bola, help me collate this, help me do that. So I picked up on that. And when I came in, when I was interviewing for leadership roles, when I was interviewing for managing positions, when they asked me, tell me about the time you've led a team, I would remember all the things my bosses did then. I would tell them, oh, I did this, I did that. He did it, but I've already seen those things in actions. I've already seen how those things are done. So I'm able to relate to it and talk about it. This is how these things are done, and this is how things are done. So you'd really need to be around where those kind of works have been done for you to be able to get such exposure. And then it says mixed backgrounds for hybrid nature. Yeah. You need to be able to combine unique skills because really a lot of people are getting into tech. You need to have something an edge over them. So I, for example, as a local developer, I have US skills. So now if I want to develop solutions for my organization, we don't need to get a UX designer. Or even if we have a UX designer, I can design it also myself and then develop it. So it always gives you an edge. So you can always try to combine skills together to achieve more things. So, and then it says document your journey and keep iterating. So your needs may evolve as you grow. Start small. Like I told you, my story, I started very small. Listen to feedbacks, build a 1-year growth plan, dealing with imposter syndrome. I talked about that. You don't always have to think you cannot do it. Start from the smallest you can be. Document your journey continuously. I am still learning every day. Despite certifications, I'm still learning new niches. Try to get into. And then getting your first role or internship. So how to find internships? You need to have a good resume. You need to have a good CV. You need to know how, whatever country you're in, how CVs are written for such country. Then you need to share it with an expert to help you go through. Write cold emails and DMs to companies. So this is one thing you do when you're on LinkedIn. Connect with LinkedIn people, send DMs to them. And another thing I do on LinkedIn a lot is if I'm in the process of learning something new, so I'm reading a course and today I've probably learned how to use Jira, I've probably learned how to use Trello. I'll come to my LinkedIn and post, oh, Trello is such a lovely application, can be used for this. Today I used it for that. You use it to build, and in time you find out that even recruiters themselves will start coming into your DM. I have recruiters coming into my DMs and asking all this because they've seen you talk about those stuff. They've seen you say you can do those stuff. You post, and not just talk about it, you post screenshots, you post images of it. They see that, oh, it's not somebody that just cooked up a lie. This person actually has evidences to prove that they know how to do this stuff. And through that way, you see people reaching out to you. So, and also how to build experiences without a job. You can freelance, you can volunteer. You know, a lot of people saying don't volunteer, don't work for free. It is okay to work for free at the start, but one thing I will tell you is not to the detriment of what is actually giving you money at the time now. Because one way or the other, we all need to live. You need money to live. So if you have to volunteer to do something, it's going to affect your current source of living. Please rethink it. But if you are able to squeeze out a few time, 1 hour 2 hours. And sincerely, I need to tell you, it's not be convenient. You might have to go to work 9 to 5, and you might have to come back home late in the night and do 7 to 9 volunteering or wrap up on stuff. But just know that it's for a greater cause. You're sacrificing your time, a bit of sleep right now for a greater cause, and it is okay to do that. So high demand UK tech skills in UK and how much data analysts make. So how much do the data analysts make in the UK? So is the average salary of a data analyst here is about 32k. And for example, senior data analysts can earn up to £41,000 and £50,000. I'm not just okay, yeah, they have screenshots. I was about to just go to LinkedIn and show you. So I think that would even be much better to show you rather than just talk about it. So we were on cybersecurity before, and yeah, past 24 hours. Let's just scroll through and see some of the salaries that have been posted here. Not all the jobs have salary added, but I think a few of them have. So you have here, this is actually just community secretary. This is not cybersecurity role. Let me just change a bit past 1 week. Let's see if we can see some that go. So this is a senior, you know, you're a senior. So seniors earn as much as 75k to 100k dollars a year. This is let me see. This is another senior. I'm looking for entry level. These are seniors. So you're saying 100k, 200k. This is a senior cloud engineer. It's 80k. This is IT security analyst. This is around the mid level. So it's 45k pounds to about 50,000 pounds. So if you're in Nigeria, you can convert that. Today is, I think pounds today is about 2,100. So 50,000 pounds a year times 2. I think that should be about, is that 100 million? If I'm not mistaken. 50k times 2k. Yeah, that's 100 million. Though it's not like that big if you're in the UK, but at least it's something, it's a lot of money. It's better than earning 200 to 400k basically. So I'm just trying to look for a much more junior level role to show you how much junior level people could earn. Let's try another profession. Let's try data analyst. This is 70k to 80k. This 42k. This is junior, but the salary is not written. I would have loved to have salary written for that. For such role, this is 90k. Okay, let me filter the search to junior. So we'll have basically experience level, entry level, internship, associate. So we have a lesser search role. Not all these jobs put their salary scale. I'm just trying to show you the least you think you could probably earn even as a junior getting in the role. I think it's about 25k in the UK for such roles. Let me try business analyst. So okay, this is an example. This is a finance business analyst internship, and you're earning 24,000 to about 25,000 pounds for an internship for an entry level person. So that just gives you, this is probably around mid level, that's 50k to 60k. So that just gives you an idea as to what we were talking about here, about the salary scale in the UK, to say that business analysts earn about 32, an average of 32, and senior could earn about 41. And from what I showed you, we saw much more than that. If you're at a higher level in your role, the business analyst is 40 to 50k, around middle level. See cyber security, so you have about 67 for middle range and just a lot. But one thing I know is I think this is probably like the level of the list you probably see 25k, 28k for some of these top positions, and that would be as an entry level person. And now read something here. This job is 28k. What's the first thing? It says, are you ready to take leave into elaborate into the world of cyber. Says if you have a real passion for cybersecurity, possess a sharp mindset and all that, this is your chance. So that means from the beginning here, you already see that they are looking for somebody that's actually just ready to show interest. Not looking for somebody that's even expanding. Here it says gain hands-on experience. So that means during this job, you are going to gain experience on all these things. And they're ready to give you 28K for that. So that just gives you the understanding of the opportunities that are available for you out there. So I'm going to now give opportunities for questions, or if Alfred has anything to say, and then we could answer a few questions. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the section, Bola. Please, can we appreciate Bola with using our stickers? Can we appreciate Bola? Can we appreciate Bola? It has been a great and insightful section. My notes, yeah, is just filled up. I know you have questions for him. Yeah. So while we are waiting for our questions, so you can either use the in-call message section to ask your question, or you can, yes, you can reach out. So okay, Naomi, she's in UK, she's a student not in tech. Pande is in India working as a senior technical support associate. Okay, so do we have any question? um do you have any questions? So I'd like to tell you about Evolve HQ Tech Training before we call it a wrap and before we take our questions. So Evolve HQ is offering tech training here. So I would like to take over your screen right now. Balao, let me just present this instead. Okay, so Evolve HQ is offering some trainings right now. These are UK line, UK email, and this is our business analysis training. So we are offering business analysis training, we are offering cybersecurity training, and we are offering data analytics training. But our cybersecurity training is designed for people looking to start and to transition into SOC analytics role. Yeah, because cybersecurity is quite wild. Cybersecurity is quite very wild. So that's why we've been able to say, okay, let's design this for people looking to become a security operation specialist. Yeah, so people looking for security operation specialist and analyst role. So we have business analysis. So our business analysis is 3 months hands-on practical intensive, and this goes for other training. And it's live hands-on practical intensive. So on your screen right now, I know you can see a lot of things regards to the training. So this training has been designed to not just even equip you with tech skill, also position you for global and local job opportunity. It's a job readiness training for international training. It's a job readiness training because there is a particular section that takes about personal branding, and there is a personal section that talks about personal branding, that talks about CV revamp, LinkedIn optimization. And one of the things we're also looking to even offer with this training is that we'll be working on your CV for free. We'll be optimizing your LinkedIn for free for those that will be joining the training, working on your CV for free, optimizing your LinkedIn for free, and we'll teach you on how to build a portfolio. Because it's strictly hands-on practical intensive, you will get to leave the training with a portfolio so that you can show this to recruiters. And there's a 2-month tax-based internship scheme. So once you're done with the 3 months training, and there is a 2-month tax-based internship scheme that you would get to work on different projects, different life projects across different industries. So with these, with the certificate, the training experience, the capstone project, your optimized LinkedIn, and a couple of things, you will be going with all these to meet recruiters. So because of the training, you start applying for jobs and start meeting with recruiters. So it's 125 pounds monthly, and a one-time payment, it's 350 one-time payment monthly. And we have different mode of training. Strictly 3 months and on practical intensive. You will not just be learning about business analysis for this, you'll be learning about Microsoft Excel and Power BI also. So it's not just business analysis, Microsoft Excel and Power BI, hands-on practical intensive training. That's for our business analysis. We also have SOC, like I mentioned, and we also have data analytics training that is starting in June. And these are the discounted amount, and we are offering you this kind of speak right now. We're looking at June 1st to start this training. So I know on Golaon's last slide there is a call to action there. There is a sign up form there for people to fill. So if you're interested in the training, just click the sign up form. Let me send it to the group right now. Let me just send it right now. So to the in-chat section. So I've sent it to the in-chat section right now so you can see. Oh, thank you very much, Bella, for sending it. So you can click on it, and once you click on it, it takes you to the Google form. You fill it, we get your details, and we'll call you on Monday to understand your current status, why business analysis, what you're looking to achieve from the training, and from there we can help you start and transition and also advance your career as a business analyst or as a data analyst or as a cybersecurity specialist. For those that are on the call that are in Nigeria right now, we have a Nigerian package for you that's totally different from this, because this training will be taken by UK industry experts, people in the UK industry, and they'll be paying in this currency. But for people in Nigeria, we have a different package for you. So do we have any question before we call it a wrap? So like I said, once you check Bolawan's last message in chat section, you can just sign up there. And once you sign up, now there's a form link there. Just sign up. Once you sign up, we'll get your details and we'll give you a call on Monday. But nevertheless, for those that have filled the general form, we're still going to give them a call on Monday to hear from them. So do we have any question? We have less than 2 minutes to wrap up. Do we have any question? So okay, go ahead, please. Olariwaju, please go ahead. Orolua.
I must commend Mr. Bolan for the insight. And I want to ask, the Nigerian package, does this particular link is shared? Does it apply to us? Or there's a different link for Nigerians?
Okay, so for the Nigerian for the Nigerian package, this you can also fill this. You can also fill this, but we get your location. The link, you can also fill this, but we get your location because it's based on location. We don't want to mix, so we want people in the UK to be able to network with people in the UK, to be able to talk to mentors in the UK and how they started, and to be able to even recommend, you understand, and even stand in gap. So you can also fill that form and sign up, and we'll also give you a call. So do you have another question, Naomi? Toby, do you have a question for Dollar? Do you have a question for me? Assis, John, Baby Sola, any questions so far? Panday, Taylor, okay, Sam. Okay, I think we don't have any question. We don't have any question. So at this point, I would like to appreciate everyone for joining to this section. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join to this section. Thank you, Mr. Dollar, for also leading and facilitating today's session. It has been an insightful section. So I'm going to send a recording of today's section. I'll send it to us via mail so that you can watch, you can go over it, you can watch and you can go over it. You can start preparing to join our training for those that have signed up. So I think that's the end of today's section. Thank you very much for your time and have a great weekend. Thank you, everyone, and bye.